Hey here, and today we have Ashley here with us modeling, and we are going to be doing a quick curly updo. So the things you will need for this hairdo is hairspray, a comb, and big bobby pins, and small bobby pins, and of course hair ties. So she washed her hair last night, and it was kind of staticky, so I put some nourishing coconut oil in there. Just sprayed it a couple times. So now we're going to go in with our curling butter. It's from Coconut Curls, and you're just going to put a little bit on your fingers, rub it in a little bit, and go through the hair. And her hair is super duper long and thick. So after we got that done, we can take our ponytails and pull up the hair into a top pony. And make sure you get all the little turtles out too. So after you're done with that, just go ahead and put it in a ponytail. Can you sit up a little bit for me? Okay. So once you have your ponytail, you're going to take the front pieces and make sure they're super smooth, and then you're going to bump it out so you have a poof. Like we all say, the higher the hair, the closer you are to heaven. Amen. You're just going to spray that, make sure it's nice and full. Okay. So, for the bun portion, you're going to take the top of the ponytail, just like not even half of it, half of the full ponytail, maybe that much, and you're gonna leave it out. Hold on. And you're gonna take the rest of the ponytail and you're gonna split it into two pieces, and then you're gonna start twisting these two together. Here, you can let it go. And then once you get halfway, you're going to start pulling the top of it to make it super, super full. And you're going to do that to each piece. And once you have half of it done, you keep going to the rest of it. And she did just wash her hair last night, but if you washed your hair last night or 2 nights ago, this will still work. And I can show you what other things you can do with that piece that we took out. So you're going to finish poofing out the rest of this. Once you're done, you're just going to go back up and make sure every other piece is still good and poofy. And then you're going to take your hairspray and just spray it. Make sure it's nice and full. Hairspray does make a difference if you want full hair. Is the wax burning? Is the wax burning? No. Never up. Okay, so once you're done poofing it all out again, going through, just making sure it's all nice and pulled out. Just just going to go through and spray it. Okay, and so then after you're done, you're going to pull this piece up and you're going to start wrapping around the twisted ponytail around that piece of hair. And you're going to make it kind of tight at first. And then you're going to take a big bobby pin and just start pinning the sides in all four, 1, 2, 3, 4. And all 4 sides. And the big bobby pins, they honestly just secure the bun so well. You can do it with small bobby pins also, but then you're going to have to use more, and then the more bobby pins you have in your hair, the more it tends to hurt after a while. Okay, so after you have put all the bobby pins in there and your bun is nice and stable, you're going to go ahead and start pulling out all the little puffs or poofs. And just make it super big, super bulky, and this is going to be the base of our curly bun. So after you're done with that, you're going to go through and you are just going to spray the front, the back, and the sides. Just make sure there aren't any flyaways or anything like that. And if you have turtles on the side of your head, there's no problem with that. You just spray them and start pushing them up to make them less and less noticeable. And if you want it taller, you pull this top piece and you just start keep going up and up and up, and just keep spraying until it's as tall as you would like it. Because those pieces are going to show after you get all the curls set. So, the ponytail, or the piece that we left out, is coming out the back of the bun. So, you're going to take each piece and you're just going to curl them. And I'm using a LA Hot 1-inch curling iron. They're actually the rods, you can change them out, and there's 5 different sizes. I think there's a 1-inch, half an inch, a 3/4 rod, and a one more. Get back to you guys on that one. But they are amazing curling irons. So you're going to take this first piece, spray it with a little bit of hairspray, and take the curling iron and just wrap it around. And you can only hold a curling iron on hair for 5 to 10 seconds. Probably do not want it any longer than that, because then you risk the hair of breaking and burning. So your curls should turn out something like that. And usually what I like to do if I want curls super bouncy, you just roll them up because they're super easy to roll up. You just put your hand underneath and then you just pin them together, or pin it in one, almost like a pin curl. And that makes it more bouncy and it will last longer. Put your head down a little bit. Thank you so much. And I usually do curls every other way. If I do one going this way, I go that way. And the curling butter that I put in, it does help with curling hair like so. It has coconut oil in it and a few other things, and it's also good for natural curly hair. If you have one, you know the struggle of burnt fingertips. Don't you have one?
Yeah. I burned like
Now that we curled all of these pieces, they're just sitting for a couple minutes while they cool off and get their form. So you want to start with the first one you did and just take it out and just let it sit there for a couple seconds, and you can go down the line. So her curls are super bouncy, super cute. So now what you want to do, you want to take each curl and you want to start from the top of it and just twist it with your finger, and that's separating the curls to make it more voluminous and more full. And I did 6 curls, so I could do 3 in the front and 3 in the back, but you separate 3 first, and then I'll show you. You separate 3 of the curls first and pull out the other 2 that are, or 3 that are gonna be in the front. Hold those. Just hold them very lightly, don't pull them or anything. There you go, just for a second. And you're going to take the bottom of the curls and you're going to pull them up and just start spraying. And when she usually washes her hair and I do this hairstyle, I usually just take a teasing comb and I just tease the tip of them just a little bit. Not a lot where it's just going to rat it or anything, and make it a rat's nest. Just a little bit. And it's not even noticeable. It's just to give it a little bit of oomph. And go ahead and spray again. And make sure they're separated. You're gonna have to sit on that one towel. Huh? You're sit up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so now you are going to take a bobby pin and you're going to pull up a section of the hair. Turn it this way for me just a little bit. Okay, so here's the ponytail, or here's the curled hair. So you're just gonna take the bottom or half of it and pull it up and pin down into the bun. And you're gonna do that with both sides. So it's going to look like that. And go ahead and spray it. And I usually just push up a little bit, and then I take a big bobby pin and at the bottom at the bottom in the middle of the curled hair, you're just going to pin it into the bun so the hair, the curled hair doesn't move. And what I did right there, I tried to open it and it went flying out of my mouth. So, after you get it all pinned in there, you are just going to spray it a few times. And you can leave it curl down if you would like. And that's what we're going to do. We usually leave curls hanging down just so it looks like a curly bun. And go ahead and spray it all around the back side. Okay, so that's done with the back side. So the front side, here's the 3 curls, one combined. And you're gonna separate those instead of bringing them back. And you're doing the same thing we did with the other curls. It's hot in here.
It's on in here. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That better not go in the video.
It's doing, yeah.
It's not?
It's gonna be blooper.
Okay, oh, what?
It's blooper. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna spray those, pull up and spray. And so the first one, we actually use small rod pins for this side. You're gonna pull up and you're just going to drape it over the side and bobby pin it in place while pulling it up. And that gives it some more height. I love voluminous hair. I love big curly hairdos. My favorite thing ever. And we're gonna do the same thing with this side. And just drape it over and pin. You don't really have to tease these because you're pinning them in with small bobby pins. With bigger bobby pins, it kind of, I don't know, makes them fall a little bit more. And if your curls just don't want to stay like these right here, you just keep pinning until they stay.
I'm so tired.
Me too. I'm not.
Before they could see my face, I was like closing my eyes, but not yet.
Okay, and so that side is done. And we're just going to finish up this side. And once you are done with the bun, I usually take a big bobby pin because as soon as you get all the curls up there, it tends to droop a little bit, and we don't really like droopy hair. So you take the front and you pull it and pin it with a big bobby pin into the hair tie so it doesn't droop as bad. She's like, oh. Yeah, it's probably gonna hurt for a little bit. Sorry. So go ahead and spray the finishing touches, and as soon as I get what the bun height is, I usually pull this up a little bit more.
It feels better.
And you just spray it and move it over, pull it up, do whatever you gotta do to make it match the bun height. Because if you got no poof here and then a big old bun, it kind of looks a little funky. So just go ahead and get all the baby hairs out of the way, and I believe we are done.
Let's see what we can see.